This is a classic blues and R&B podcast. So yeah, we got a studio guest here. We got a couple of them. Dr. Payne is back in the house, and he was so kind to bring Brother Eddie Cotton along with us here. How you doing, Brother Eddie? Got to get that mic over there, brother. He leaned back here. I just told him, I said he went down to Big John, and he didn't want to come up out of there.
Yeah, Joe.
So welcome to the program, Eddie.
Thank you, sir.
So tell us a little bit about you, Eddie.
Jackson, Mississippi. We're here to play the Chicago Blues Festival. We've been out here on this blues circuit for the last 20 years or more. And got a chance through the years to meet Dr. Payne. And now with our good friend, Mr. Cheatham. Glad to be here.
Okay, well, good. Keep talking. I was telling my man to drop the music. They'll cut the music. Yeah, that's a whole. Hey, that didn't mean to distract you. Continue. You were talking.
Yeah, so we're here to play the Chicago Blues Festival. Just hanging out with our good friend, Dr. Payne, and Mr. Cheatham here. And we're glad to be here.
Oh, we're good to have you here, too. It's always, second time you've been on the show, folks. It's been a while. He got a news. When he was here before, he didn't have his CD out. What's the name of that CD?
It's One at a Time. The one that you played was One at a Time. That was our latest CD, and that tune was Farewell to Love.
Yeah. So how's it doing for you?
Oh, it's doing fine.
Yeah, good.
I want to thank you for what you're doing for it.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good CD, very good. The whole CD is good. I like it, like it a lot of the music on there, So what you been doing since the last time you was here before you came here to the Chicago Fest?
We've been playing, touring, and been overseas. We was over in Switzerland and France in March. Stayed there till April. Came back, played casinos, the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. And we're here, and we're headed back to do some more casino work.
Back in Jackson, back in Mississippi?
Yeah, Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Okay, good. So you're doing a lot of work, I noticed, down there.
Yeah. Home been good to me.
MISSISSI, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You left off the PPI.
Oh, you do know how to spell it. You do know how to spell it.
I told you, yeah, dude. Okay.
Yeah. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B.
On the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Classic Blues want you to get social with us, too, by going to Facebook.com/Classic Blues and RB. I couldn't get the and. They just took that away. So just Classic Blues and R&B. So I know my grammar a little bit, folks. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry. And do this, too. Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/HenryCB6175. That's Henry CB 6175, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want you to get out there and you see, we put all this great music and these great programs. We put them up on the our YouTube channel, so you can download them anytime, anywhere, whenever you get ready. I already talk, Eddie. Let the folks know that you can talk. That I ain't lying that you up in here.
I am here, Sir Cheatham.
You're here. You ain't here. I'm here. Yeah, I thought you was a blues man. You never heard Muddy Waters say, I'm here. I'm here.
See, that's what we need. We're 21st century blues. Man.
Oh, okay. Let me learn how to speak a little bit clearer in more diction.
Wait a minute. I have to put a stop sign to that. Okay, you know what? Eddie Cotton Jr. is not here in town just because he happened through here. Women, they've been chasing me down. Where is the man? I said, wait, you gotta wait a minute. The man will be back, because he mesmerized him the last time he came through this town. Now he's back again. You know what? If you could have seen him on the set today, Henry, if you could have seen him on the set today, you would just be overwhelmed. I mean, the women just flopping all over the place. I said, wait a minute, what is the blues in this? This man has a way of mesmerizing his audience. He makes these women do stuff that they normally wouldn't do, or maybe they would do, but they do more of it when he's on the scene. What can I tell you? Between playing his guitar, what do you say the name of that guitar is?
Missionary Mary.
Yeah, missionary. Yeah, okay, Mary.
Okay. What? Missionary.
Missionary Mary.
I think he must get some of his hoodoos from that guitar, boy, because the boy can lay it down so tough, and the women just go crazy over it. Not that the guys don't either, but they'd be looking at their ladies saying, you know, why you acting such a crazy so-and-so for this cat on stage? They don't even want to hear it. Yeah. They don't want to hear the mates. So Eddie's got it going on. Going on.
So you had a great time at the Blues Fest and down tonight at the after set down at the brewery. What the hell is it?
He wasn't able to get down there for that, but the point is, you know, he had a great set out there, and they held him over because he was doing that. What do they call that thing after you do your regular set?
The jam session. Yeah.
They just worked him to death. They worked him to death. You know, I had to leave myself because I had to get on back down to another place. But the man was working hard. He was sweating to death, you know. What can I tell you?
Yeah, we enjoyed it, Sir Cheeto.
That's good.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah, don't be afraid to talk now. You can talk there. That's a microphone there. People will hear you down in Mississippi even.
Yes, we all right. I came and listened too. Having a good time.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that. Well, if you forgot to mention the drummer, right?
No, that's my harp player.
Harp player, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Carlos Russell.
Yeah.
He's been with me last 20 years. And actually, Carlos is one of my students, too. He's one of my students of the blues. That style of harp that he plays, I teach him the same notes that I play on my guitar, and which makes him sound like a Little Walter. That's what Little Walter, his sound was. He played more like a guitarist than a harp player.
I got you.
That's why you can feel him.
Oh, yeah. You're one of the great ones, yeah.
Carlos come off to 5. He taught to come off to 5, so he always with me. I'm glad to have him here.
Where the harp at? You have got that harp? No, you can take a harp with you anytime. Where is it at?
I bring one with me.
I got one. You want to play mine? Come on. What key you want? Come on. I got mine.
I don't like you got enough of me.
Now, see, Sir Henry, you wouldn't sing for me last night, but now you got a harp. You wait till I get you on the set again next time.
Hell, I just I can play it, Doc.
You got a harmonica. Oh, go ahead. Oh.
You know, I got a record player too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what shape do you're a younger generation, the next generation of guy? What shape do you see American music in today, blues?
One thing that's keeping, you have, for something to stay alive, you have to introduce to the young people because we're not going to be around here. I'm not as young as I used to be, and the young people or the people behind you have to carry it on. Dr. Payne, one place where I see that young people are really playing music and playing music on a very high level is the church.
Mm-hmm.
The church is full of young people that are aspiring to play, and a lot of youngsters in my band. My son was one of them. My other first cousins they got their training at church.
Mm-hmm.
So when I pull them out, they already had a stamina to play the style of blues that we are playing. So it's going to take care of itself, in my opinion. So that's where I see it going, Sir Cheeto.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because that's where we all got our start at most of the time anyway in church,
That's right.
You think of not one great one that didn't. Did Louis Armstrong go to church?
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure he stopped by there at times.
Yeah,
Stop right here.
Yeah, that's a good training ground,
Very good training ground.
Yeah.
And I see music departments growing, and they're growing with young people.
Mm-hmm.
They may not be playing what we consider blues, but they are and don't even know it.
Are they playing 145? What are they doing? I mean,
That you have to play that to play any gospel song, pretty much.
Good. Yeah. That's a good thing. All right, we're going to let you listen to some of Eddie's music here again as we continue here on Classic Blues and R&B. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
If the
All right, there you go. That was our studio guest here, Mr. Eddie Cotton. Eddie, what's your middle name? I got to have a little fun with you.
Eddie Cotton Jr.
Yeah, Eddie Leroy Cotton. Probably Eddie Lee. It ain't just no Eddie
Let's
Cotton.
just say Eddie Jess Cotton Jr.
Eddie Picking Cotton Jr.
Yeah. It's like one thing, man, that some people, they have the name Henry Lee, right? Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that my folks did not name me Henry Lee. Yeah.
I went to school 12 years. There was never more than 3 Cottons there.
Is that right?
That's right, 3 Cotton. I had even on the graduation program, it was like 350 in my class. I was the only Cotton on the program.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what high school did you graduate from? Did you graduate from out in Clinton?
Yeah, Clinton High.
Oh, okay,
Clinton High School.
Brinkley, Yeah, I'm a Eagle. Brinkley Eagle. We don't exist today in that form, but hell, yeah. So talk more about yourself, Danny.
Well,
you just talk about how you be sweating and how you be getting down when you get on there.
Well,
stage,
I don't mean to. It just happens that way.
Oh, jeez.
It just happens that way. We play hard. The music get good. It get good to me. I have to move. You keep moving, you're going to sweat.
He keeps moving. The women do more gyrating than him. Hey,
the women does, huh? Yeah. Eddie, he said something about church. You play music in the church.
Yeah, I've been playing for my church for 40 years. We just had the 40th anniversary, first Sunday in May. My dad opened his church in 1978, and I was playing the first time they opened the doors. Been playing ever since. I play B3 organ for my dad's church.
You do what?
I play B3 organ.
You play the organ too?
Yeah,
what all instruments do you play, by the way?
I play all the rhythm instruments, guitar, bass, keys, drums. No horns, but I can play all the rhythm instruments.
Well, we got a guy over here claim that he's a great rhythm guy.
Well, I know his daddy was.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Odie Payne Jr.
His daddy had style.
He said, "Hey, I picked it up." He said he the drum major. That's what he called himself. The drum major junior. He always, never try to take his daddy's place. He always the junior.
Pay the man.
Yeah. So, what else you want to tell us about yourself, son?
Well, that's pretty much all. You want to ask me some questions, you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much all. Just trying to keep the blues alive.
Yeah, well, you're doing all right with that as far as what I hear. Now, you was in Europe, you say. How did you enjoy playing Europe as you play here? I know you enjoyed it, but how were you received there?
They treated me like a king. They'd be glad to have you. They put you up nice, and I'm driving through a European town, and it's my big posters in a city of predominantly Europeans.
Yeah.
And let me see, we might have played 20 shows, and I probably didn't see 10 people that looked like me, but I was in Europe.
Yeah. What part you say was in?
We went to France.
Right, okay.
And then we went to Switzerland.
Okay.
We went to Switzerland first, then went to France. But the people loved the blues over there, and they supported every venue that we played was packed.
Right, and they wanted to hear the original stuff.
They
right?
wanted to hear that good stuff.
Yeah.
And they familiar with a lot of soul.
Yeah.
They just love roots music.
Now, you just made a statement. What's your difference between soul and blues?
You have to have soul in your blues, but theoretically, blues is maybe a little raw. Soul is more polished. That's what I say. It's more theory, required to play soul music.
Yeah, I always see blues as being folk music.
Yeah, blues can be some, depending on who playing it, has every element in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not singing good soul if you don't have the blues element.
Agree.
There.
Right, I noticed that we're going to be honoring Johnny Taylor out here at the WVON Blues WVON Fest, and well, he's actually a soul singer. Mm-hmm. But most time that's where I look at it. If you're a good rhythm and blues singer, you can sing anything pretty much. I mean,
yeah, I agree with you. It's all in the same, but blues is at the root of it all, and all those elements supposed to be. It's a feeling,
right? Yeah,
more so than anything. And we call them polished and slick. All those soul singers polished, slick.
Yeah. Yeah. They dress a little better, right? They may not come out in their overall. They may come out in a red suit or something.
Well, Muddy Water them stopped that overall thing. Oldie Payne Senior. They were just as clean and processed at the time.
That was some of the artists that you enjoy working with or listening to.
The blues great B.B. King, Albert King, Howlin' Wolf, Elmore, Hound Dog Taylor, all the old blues cats. That music just do something for me. I love other genres of music, gospel, R&B, the old school R&B, if you want to say, Otis Redding, Wilson Pickett, James Brown, Sam and Dave. Mm-hmm. I like more the old school stuff because those cats were playing. They was playing hard. You can feel the music,
right?
And so that's what I tend to lean to, the music that I can feel. Somebody may say, "Well, I can feel this." I understand it, but that's what I feel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's pretty much. And I listen to a lot of gospel.
I agree with you. You have to feel blues. You have to feel soul music. You don't feel it, you're just playing it.
That's
just
right.
Doing it. I mean, they talk about I think At Last with Beyonce, mm-hmm. and At Last with Etta James. Well, it's totally different. But Etta James put a feeling into it. You could feel it. She was original. That may be why you like it a little bit more. It had nothing against Beyonce, but Etta James is Etta James.
It's just like a punching box. Some boxers just can hit harder than others.
Right.
And some people just can, I guess the right word is deliver.
Right. That's true, yeah. Yep.
Sir Henry.
Yes, sir.
Could I ask him to elaborate on something that
yes,
we were
you
talking
may, Doc.
about?
You're my guest, Doc.
Yeah. No, but I hate to stop a particular flow, but Eddie had something very, very cogent to say about drummers and the bass. He had something, and I want the audience to hear this because a lot of youngsters must hear this when we talk about getting that groove and that punch and so forth and so on. Eddie?
A lot of people give the drummer the credit for holding time. Drummer does hold time. Your drummer have to be tight and one with the bass player. But if your bass player get off, you're going to have some problems.
Big trouble.
So that drummer and that bass player have to be together. Everything else is pretty much just color that's added. All the other instruments are, pretty much just color, just added to the music. But you have to have that strong time signature, and that drummer and that bass player. They must be together for you to really groove people like they need to be grooved.
All right, we're going to get back to some more music here on Classic Blues. We'll continue our conversation here with should I call you the great Eddie Cotton? Or you got to be great yet, or you just Eddie Cotton Jr. right now?
Eddie Cotton Jr. be all right.
All right. Mississippi Eddie Cotton Jr. You're listening to Classic Blues at R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
There's a very pleasant thought on my mind. I had the pleasure to discover one of a kind. lust, but I can't help what I desire. It must be Jenna Saquon. More than special, yeah, that's what you are. I place you above any style. It must be Jenna Saquon. Just the thought of you, you know, it makes me smile. I haven't felt this way in quite a while. Change my heart, for you I go the last mile. You make me feel so good, and you do it with a lot of style. There's something about you that I can't quite explain, but I would if I could. All I can say, I'll just put it this way: it's just good, good, good. It must be Jenna Saquon. More than special, yeah, that's what you are. I'll place you above any style. It must be Jenna Saquon. Every time I hear them call your name, good or bad, I just don't remain the same. I fell in love, that's what I messed around and done. I've got to sing it, even if I have to walk or run. It must be Jenna Saquon. More than special, that's what you are. Makes you above any style. It must be Jenna Saquon. Get it, y'all. that you considered a friend, one that you could count on to the very end, one that always lifts your spirits up to your soul when you're going to get tough. I need more than a home piece when it's time to shine. But always unhappy when they can't wind line. But I never want another. Lord, I need a lot of things, but you can keep that fair weather lover. You put me down when you thought I spent my last dime. When you thought my life was over, then said I was a waste of your precious time. Lord, I never want another. Lord, I need a lot of things, but you can keep that fair weather lover.
Play the blues. All right, folks, here you go. Here our studio guest. You just heard Eddie Cotton, the great Mississippi Cotton. He ain't no cotton picker. He's a little young, but that the machine replaced him. You heard Eddie Cotton, Fairweather Lover. Final hour, we're here with the Big Shot. I'm the biggest thing on radio from 11 p.m. on Saturday night until 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. Don't care what y'all say, but I'm telling you, I'm the Big Shot. I'm a big one. You don't know. Anyway, Sir Henry Cheatham here, along with my man Gerald Britz Jr. on the other side of the wall there. He's doing it. Excuse me. He's spinning it down. He's here with me most Saturday nights. Sometimes he get lazy and he don't show up. And I guess he said the same thing about me. Got a studio guest here, Mr. Eddie Cotton Jr. and Dr. Payne and Brother Carlos over there. They're all here. We're up in here. And Dr. excuse me, O.D. Payne IV is over here as well. Doing our thing here as we do each and every Saturday night. We bring it to you. We put it down to you. And we want you to enjoy this great American music. The music that was made in the great state of Mississippi. 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 We are called the Magnolia State. We are green and white with a little yellow dot on the top. So don't forget that now. See, now, what the hell they doing in Illinois? I don't know what flower they got, but I know we Magnolia State. This is the land of Lincoln. Like our Facebook page, the Classic Blues and R&B, but on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry, and also at Skeeter Ray. That's a name, too. You can follow us on. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/HenryCB6175. We continue here on this Sunday morning. You're now ready for church. I got you started last night. You know, we had a good night drinking. So now's a good time to go and ask forgiveness. I saw the preacher out there last night, too. So, hell, he going to have to forgive me, you know. But anyway, we continue here with our program. We have in the studio with us Mr. Eddie Cotton Jr., great artist. He's playing the real deal. He's a Mississippi boy. He's a Magnolia man. I don't know. You might call him. He's probably from Louisiana, but I'm going to say he's from Mississippi. He says that's where he's from. Are you from Louisiana, Mississippi?
No, Mississippi.
Yeah, where your dad from?
Mississippi. Mississippi.
Okay. It's a legitimate business. Where's Carlos from? Carlos from Louisiana, right?
Mississippi.
Okay. All right. All right, good. We're talking a little bit about music, business of music, you know. Now, how many CDs do you have out?
I have out 6.
You got 6 CDs out?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, and how have they done?
For an independent artist, pretty good.
That's right. You've been independent until you went to Malachi, am I right? Or what did you go? What label you were with first?
Well, I'm with D-Champ Records now, and we get distributed by Malachi.
Right. D-Champ, now that's you guys, right?
That's right.
Okay. How did you decide to do that, and why?
Well, we tried it earlier, back in the 2003 with the CD Extra, Underdog Records. If you have one, you see the thing Underdog Records, meaning that we were just in control of our music. For those that want to do music, you're not guaranteed to be with major labels. But what are you going to do if you don't get a major label? Are you going to quit? So you have to go forward and, be in control of your own. You have to use your own money that you make to push it. You have to do a lot of hustling for live shows. We sell most of our product at live shows. There used to be a time where, you had music stores, people was in music stores, but you can't compete with major labels for that, but you can get your stuff out.
Okay, now this last record you got, what the hell the name of it?
One at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. Mm-hmm. Now that's your biggest one that you've done. How did the others pan out?
One at a time. I think Extras and Live at the Alamo, back to the Alamo, has been, our top sellers.
Are you talking about the Alamo Theater?
That's right.
Well, hell, that's where I started there.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to, hey, man, anybody, our first name was the Spinners. Mm-hmm. Hey, when the Spinners came out, they were like, hey, man, no, that's not us, folks. But yeah, we used to do the talent show a lot over at the Spinners, at the Alamo Theater on Farish, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we made the first live recording, put out the first live recording ever done at the Alamo Theater, which we got national and international attention for. Still sells today, overseas, in the States. Sold some today.
Okay, yeah. Now, you being in charge of your own publishing and all of that, right?
That's right.
And what's the difference for people who want to get into the business? What is the difference?
Well, record labels are interested in publishing. If they can't get into publishing, it's no use in them doing it. You want to make a deal with majors to get it out, work in your favor if you can. But if you can't, once again, it's a business, and you have to use your own capital to get your stuff out there. And your publishing is your rights when it's played on radio, television, or licensed out. And it's very difficult to make money with publishing without having radio play. Very difficult. And but at least you own it. Sometimes people tell you what's the benefit in owning 100% of nothing.
That's benefit. Good.
Yeah,
it's a benefit.
Yeah, what's the benefit of owning 100% of nothing? Well, it's still your 100%.
Right.
In my opinion, at least you own it. At least you know to own it. Because what's the difference in giving it away for nothing?
There you go.
It's still 100% of nothing.
Right.
So that's what a lot of independent artists are doing now, fighting back, so to say. And there are more channels now to get your music out with social media now is the thing. Things have just changed, you know. YouTube is helping a lot of people get, you know, exposure. CD Baby, channels that we use, independent artists, until, you know, you can get a better deal.
Now, what are some of your pages or media that people can contact you by or follow you or get your music?
CDBaby.com. And what CDBaby.com, they sell to all the stores, Best Buys, Walmart, and others. You know, they're just going to order it from CD Baby. So you can call any store that sell music and ask for Eddie Cotton. They can get it for you because they're going to refer back to, you know, CD Baby. And then we have, you know, distributors selling also.
So how things going in this way within the music business? How is it doing through this process? Because before, you know, you may see a record guy selling 1 million songs and he only got $2, you know. So in this day and age, a guy stand a better chance if he understands the business aspect of making the money, right? Am I right?
That's right. That's right. But to get in with the big boys, if we may call it, people need to stop dreaming and learn the real business of music. And, you know, if you can get a bigger label, that's fine, but don't hold your breath. Make sure you have a plan. Like, we're very good at what we do. Mm-hmm. And we sell a lot of CDs through live shows. We don't necessarily depend on distributors, record labels, because now, with all the downloading and it has hurt CD sales. Mm-hmm. You know, so people don't buy music no more. Yeah. They download it for free. So that hurts sales but there are still people that want the real copy with your autograph. Right. So this way we, you know, get it out a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Live shows.
Yeah, Doc, you got a question you want to ask him?
No, he seems to be saying it all, because this is so important for younger cats to hear. You know, I alluded earlier, perhaps off air, about some of our older musicians who didn't understand that the music business is just that. It's a business. And if you treat it like a business, you can get paid. If you treat it simply because you enjoy folks clapping and smiling and yelling and screaming at you, you know, expressing their enjoyment, and you don't take it any further than that, then you won't get paid. And when your day for attracting that audience is over, you will be broke.
That's right.
Totally broke. Yeah. And we have a lot of musicians who are in that very dilemma today.
That's right. You have to make it in the mailbox.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of musicians, they don't contribute to Social Security and stuff like that, am I right? So, therefore, when they get to be 62, there may not be anything, right?
It's just like somebody said boxing. Boxing don't come with no pension. Yeah. But you can set, you know.
Right.
Musicians people can make a lot of money. You just have to, you know, remember to do something with it. Save it when you're hot. Make other investments. You just, you know, if you're doing music business, you have to do other business things too, but your music can fund a lot of things, so.
Yeah, because I know a lot of the older guys, they used to have a job, and they would perform on the weekend or whenever they had time off, you know?
Yeah.
And today a lot of cats, well, I don't do nothing. Wait a minute, you know, you got to make sure you pay the rent, man. You know? All right, we're going to get back to some more music here on Classic Blues and R&B. And we'll continue with our guest here, Mr. Eddie Cotton Jr. Don't hit me.
Oh, a good friend of mine.
Oh, good. He's a Magnolia boy, too. Okay. All right. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
Sitting on the fence one day, saw a rooster on the yard figured it was easy prey. He made the pretty dive of his life, but he did not see that the rooster had a knife. By the time the hawk decided he was wrong, it was too late, cause his head was gone. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Oh. So be careful the decision that you make. Don't take for granted any path you take. You can't always do what you believe. Mistakes can bring you to your knees. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Your life, do what you please. Just dot all your I's and cross all your T's. Before you take the dive of your life, be careful that your opponent doesn't have an eye. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Get it, y'all.
This is classic blues and R&B music with a feeling. Back domain
getting a better deal. Sitting in the dark corner, rapping on your cell phone. Every time I wanna get a little fresh, you say you're tired, leave me alone. Even though you're my wife, the love of my life, it's plain to see. That the back door man getting a better deal than me. Check this out, y'all. Y'all ever seen this one? Your cell phone is ringing. I'm so familiar with that sound. But I noticed that every time it rains, it just happens to be face down. Even though you're my wife, the love of my life, it's plain to see. Look at back door man. It's getting a better deal. Can I play the blues? Oh! Can't get a hot meal. Your legs locked up, and you don't give a damn the way I feel. Even though you're my wife, the love of my life, it's plain to see. Getting a better deal than little old me.
All right, you just heard our studio guest, Eddie Cotton Jr. And what the hell, a better deal he got there. That's what he said. She got who got the best deal, you or she?
Backdoor man.
He got the better deal.
Yeah, he got the better deal.
Anyway, Eddie, what you got to say about that song and as you get ready to fade out?
Well, that song was written in the spirit of, cheating wife, cheating husband. Anyway, the backdoor man, he's getting everything for free that the man was paying for. Mm-hmm. So he was getting a better deal.
Okay, yeah. And that's off your CD?
Yeah, one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah.
And that's a very good CD. That's that's your latest CD, right?
That's right.
You working on something now?
Yeah, we're working on 2 right now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had 24 songs that we're trying to get ready. They're laid down. Just have to do, a little work on them, vocals, guitar. We had 24 more in the oven.
You and Carlos did that much, man?
Yeah.
Carlos don't look like he wanted you working that hard, working him that hard, man.
He ain't got no choice. We got to roll.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. That song you did, Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, Je ne sais quoi. Why did you do that song?
Well, I like the message. That in French meaning special, unique, something that, you just can't, something special about it you can't put your finger on. Mm-hmm. But it's there.
That's why I thought you from New Orleans. I said, he's a doggone New Orleans boy. He ain't no Mississippi boy.
No, just close to him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, Eddie, I want to thank you for dropping by. You got anything you want to say, lead the audience with before you get out of here?
I want to thank you for having me, Sir Henry, and I hope to come back.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, man. I enjoy it. If I don't
sir.
get you back here, I'll get you when I get down home there. Thanks for joining our podcast here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us at Henry CB 6175. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and RB.